At 30,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 250 custom accessories that you will only have. So go ahead, sub to the channel, and leave a like on this video right now. What's good with y'all boys? It's Elite. So we are back with another one, man. I know a lot of my videos recently have been oriented around hating on Typeso, but in today's video, we're actually going to be doing something different and talk about how Typeso can still be saved. I know a lot of you guys think the doomsday is already here, but we got 13,000 players on right now, and we actually have signs that Setro and the developer team are actually taking in some stuff and listening to the community, since there's so much hate based around here. But let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the takes that I have, and hopefully some developers come across this and the community could push this out there for the devs to lock in and do it this way. So for those of you that don't know, I basically made a video yesterday talking about how Anomaly got absolutely annihilated and was destroyed, and you got no Rayatu at all. I know a lot of you guys were saying to just press J and stuff like that, but there's no reason you shouldn't be gaining even a bar of Rayatu in 2 entire minutes from just flash stepping. But hey, Setro actually listened. I did end up pinging him about it too, so I know for sure that he probably saw the video and might have even gotten some hate in general. But they ended up reverting that. It went back to 50% instead of the 70%. Also, Quincy Card now has all 5 of its shots again, which is one thing I was wondering, is why would Quincy Card get nerfed if this shit was already like the worst out of all the hybrid races. So they reverted both of those. Shikai Stasis no longer gives you debuffs, which is actually really insane as well. So we can see that they are listening, and that right there gave me a little bit of hope. But not only that, the AFK World revamp, for those of you guys don't know, AFK World is now free. You could use it anytime, and World tickets basically increase your rate. So let's say something's a 5% chance to get, you would get a 10% chance if you had a World ticket with you. This is actually a really good thing for the game, even though it is a little late. But I actually recommended this in our content creator chat that we do have with the developers, with the moderators and stuff like that, and put a suggestion of that I got through a DM about 2 weeks ago. So it really does show that the developers are actually taking into account some things and listening. But we need to talk about dungeons. We need to talk about Hellverse, which we're not. You don't expect Hellverse, guys. We're going to talk about races and other elements that we're going to be getting, but if the developers are just listening here, this could actually go a really long way if it is taken into correctly. Now, I think I speak for the entire community when I say that we do want the dungeons, bro. Dungeons has actually been hyped up for a really long time, and it would bring out a lot of the PvP aspect. And maybe we could have it to where we queue up with 5 other random people and have fun with each other, and then create a party from there on and just raid dungeons over and over, depending on how nice it is. We have seen a good amount in the sneaks, and it does look really fun and things like that. But hopefully they do release it with no lag. They do release it with a good amount of NPCs. Please do not rush any more content, guys. We are down to wait. Developers, if you're watching, bro, people have been waiting 7 months for Hellverse just to find out this shit isn't even coming till 2025, and your game is still thriving with 13,000 players. So I'm telling you right now, do the dungeons correctly, bro. Have it be you go through like 5 doors, 6 doors, and then you fight some big boss, and then it gets a little bit harder, and maybe you're not allowed to progress on higher dungeons with other people unless they beat in the first 4 or 5 dungeons. Something of that nature would definitely be hit in the right spot. Do not just make it to where we're fighting the same 5 NPCs over and over. This one has Shikai, now this one has Flame, now this one has Bonkai. Like, no, bro. Actually do some monster NPCs, some new stuff that we can actually look forward to fighting, and then add a huge endgame boss. Not like the Gulasis, bro. We don't want to spend 30 minutes killing a boss, but make sure the loot pool is definitely worthwhile and would make players want to go towards it. Maybe some custom accessories, and not even that, bro. A lot of people do like cosmetic things or things like titles that other people can't obtain in the game. So if you guys were to lock something behind dungeons, that maybe you get a cool greatsword model as we see in the announcement, or you see you get a damn Christmas scythe, bro. Y'all know what I'm getting at. People do thrive for things like that in games. I would definitely play dungeons and just make it entertaining, make it definitely repetitive, in a good way though. Most developers know how to do that in a good way. For most dungeon games, I would definitely take into account how they are doing it and make multiple end game bosses. Don't just be one boss and 5 doors and you're trying to update dungeons every 2 weeks or something like that. But that is the first step. Stepping stone. All right, not step, stepping stone. That is one stone that we need. The next one that we're going to be shooting for as an entire community is actually adding in some new elements and stuff, but to the correct races and not just slurping one, bro. Balancing does need to be changed. I'm aware that the head balancer or whatever just retired, which is actually kind of crazy, and I know that's definitely going to be hard to work on, but I'm telling y'all boys right now, if you give the final segundas, bro, that people have been waiting for, which is Dev Segunda. I know a lot of people don't care about them, but we need to be fair. If everybody's gonna have a Bankai, everybody's gonna have a Bankai. Why not give every res a Segunda? And not only that, we have like 25 Shikais and 15 reses. Go ahead and up the reses. Give us a couple mythicals. Maybe do an update after this dungeon update to where 3 mythicals drop. You guys add a countdown to ranked. I can't stress this enough, bro. I have pinged developers myself. I promise you. Get back to the 3, 2, 1 countdown on ranked. Make the hybrid races actually usable, actually plausible against other races. Maybe the debuff could get sliding down if you beat some dungeons. I'm just saying, start adding a quest line to all of this stuff, bro. Maybe you go, this is just a hypothetical off the top of my head. Of course, you guys could come out and make it more perfect, or you guys could comment down below to make it more perfect. But let's say you complete all the dungeons as an anomaly, you would go ahead and get rid of and shed down 2% of your debuff in ranked. Just simple stuff like that, where you actually had to thrive through the game instead of just, oh, I'm maxed out race, I can't do anything else with this. That would actually add some hype to the game and make it more fun for the people who actually like to play the game. There's gonna be a lot of people who complain like, oh, he has a 6% debuff, but this person has a 10%. Just play the damn game, bro. All you gotta do is a dungeon for that. That's just me throwing shit out there, but obviously you can see I got a lot of ideas off the top. Another thing is going to be a new balancing team. Wipe the entire, delete the entire balancing team, redo it, throw it all away, and stop just listening to the top people who are scared to lose on their own thing. Like a main, you guys are taking top 20 people, and the Hakuda player, of course, is gonna say Hakuda isn't too OP, but he's number 2 on the fucking leaderboard. So let's go ahead, throw them away, get the people who play the game, get ranked players, get non-ranked players, get people who just sit in KT all day and fight all the time. Make it balanced for all of the community, and don't just go nerfing the hell out of stuff that just got added to the game. Ultra skills should feel like ultra skills. Universal weapons should feel like universal weapons. The higher and harder that something is to obtain, the more powerful it should be. Like, why are we complaining that something that you might have to sit in AFK world prior like 17 hours to maybe get this weapon is OP, bro? It should be OP. It doesn't matter if only a couple people are getting it. We just need to make the game actually have some things be higher than the others, because if everything is on equal level, and I'm not talking about balancing of elements, if we're talking about weapons and things being added into the game, then what the fuck are we doing, bro, if everything in the game is the same? If there's no difference between a universal weapon and a common weapon, what are we doing? Another thing that should be added into the community, not just the game itself, is weekly polls. Asking the people if something is genuinely too busted, not throwing some troll shit like, oh, they just don't know how to parry and stuff like that, and actually having a yes or no answer. Like, is this thing way too strong? It's way too strong. It's underpowered. It's okay. They have actually been doing great with adding pulls recently. But like I said, guys, if we could focus on the dungeons, if we could focus on getting a couple mythical elements or just legendary, whatever it may be, but actually it be on equal terms of every single faction, every single race, and then we get some more communication and some more listening in the community, this is just the start of how the game could be saved. And when I say saved, I'm saying sitting around 20,000 players on the weekends, 10k players on the weekdays is honestly not that bad, guys. We're not going to be seeing 50,000, 100,000 on this game probably ever again, especially if they delay Helvers all the way until 2025. But, you know, it is what it be. I'm still gonna be playing the game. I'm gonna be making content on it. Aside that though, I hope you guys agree. Comment down below your ideas. Comment down below what you guys think should be added into the game, because some of the developers are lurking, some of the developers are listening. But without further ado, I'm gonna just wrap up this video. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. I appreciate you for watching all the way through. If you're listening to this, bro, W Ulixia, man. Without further ado, it's Ulixia. Peace.